Hi everybody, welcome to Richard in the Kitchen tonight. Tonight I'm going to be making up some baby back ribs on the electric grill. They come out really delicious, so let's get started. Alright guys, let's get this thing started. Now a word about the ribs. I always try to choose ribs where the bones are pretty straight. This looks pretty good. I've already taken off the membrane off of the back of these ribs, the back side of these. Some people leave them on. Most people take them off. I choose to take them off. Sometimes they come off easy. Sometimes you have to work with it a little bit. I had to work with this a little bit. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to put a little yellow mustard and just give that a good rub on both sides. What this is going to do is just act as a binder for me to put the dry rub on and for it to adhere to it. Not too much mustard, just enough to give it a good coating. This also goes to help tenderize your ribs because you want a little acid on there. I've also trimmed off most of the fat off these ribs. As you can see, there's not much fat on here. So let's get to the rub. I've made my own rub. I will post a link to how I make my homemade rub. It's real simple to do, or you can use store-bought if you like, but just generously coat your ribs on all sides. I like to use gloves because especially that mustard, that gets really messy sometimes. But anyway, you just give this a good pat down, a good coating. Do this on both sides. Get it on the side edges. We got our grill coming up to temperature out there. And today I'm going to be using an electric grill. It's a little different because I live in an apartment. They won't let me use charcoal or gas. But I've done this before on this electric grill, and I'll show you a little trick of how to make these ribs come out really delicious. So let me coat this other side and we'll get these things on the grill. One of the keys to making this work on an electric grill is you have to play with your temperature. You just lay our ribs down, meat side down on there. The temperature is about 350 right now, but on an electric grill, since I have this lid up, it will start dropping. I want to bring it down to about 275 to 300. I just adjust the knob right here and we'll get that down. Let it set on there for about 2 hours, then we'll pull them off. We'll put our barbecue sauce on there and we'll finish it off. They've been on there for about 20 minutes. The next thing I want to do is put some hickory wood chips on here. You don't have to soak them. It's not really hot enough to catch fire, but that will give us our smoke on our ribs, guys. Okay guys, the ribs have been on about 2 hours. I've got some barbecue sauce on here. I've already brushed on the other side. Don't those look great? Man, I tell you what. We will leave this on for about 10 minutes. I've cranked the heat up to about 350 so that our sauce will caramelize. It's great. If you can see this, the meat is pulling away from the bone, which is exactly what you want. So let's give this another 10 minutes and we'll put another coat of barbecue sauce on there. Alright guys, it's been about 10 minutes. I want to hit this with a little brown sugar on both sides, not too much. I've got some room temperature Coca-Cola that I keep in a little bottle for this purpose. You don't want to use too much. Just going to drizzle it on there. I've already mopped a little bit more barbecue sauce on there. We'll give them a flip. Hit them with some brown sugar. A little bit more Coke just to dissolve the sugar, not too much. And we're about 10 minutes away from eating, guys. Guys, I just took our ribs, baby back ribs, off the grill. Don't they look good? The next thing you want to do is take some aluminum foil and wrap it up tightly, really tight. We're going to let our ribs rest for about 15 minutes. I'm going to start working on my sides and we'll cut our ribs up and give it a taste test. After letting your ribs rest for about 15 minutes, We're just going to cut through these. Man, I tell you what, they look so good. I can't wait to eat them. Look at that, they're just falling off the bone. Let me get the rest of these cut up. We'll give it a taste test, guys. Baby back ribs on the grill. Electric grill. You can get quality ribs on an electric grill if you just follow the way I did it. And I'll tell you what, look at that. Let's give it a test. It's falling off the bone there. It's hot. So good, so sweet. That brown sugar that I put on near the end when I put the sauce on really makes them sweet, delicious. I hope you guys give this a try. And until next time, be nice to everybody. See y'all later.